Today I wanted to start my December daily album. It is December 3rd, and I wanted to get started on this. I didn't have a lot of time the last 2 days, but I wanted to start working on it today. So I had some free time, and I worked a little bit yesterday on a file that I'll show you in just a couple minutes to start my album off. So I'm going to be using the Simple Stories album. It just has this nice little book label here that I'll end up putting the December daily and then the year in, and then it's kind of like this canvas kind of fabric. And it's black and white, and I thought it went pretty well with the Ali Edwards kit that I'm using. I am using the Ali Edwards main kit, and then there was a Jasmine Jones, I think, is the mini kit that I chose. So I'm using most of the papers and the embellishments from that collection. I've also pulled out some other embellishments from either previous years or that I found the last month or so. I'll be showing you all those as I kind of go through the album, but I just want to get a little intro video, and I'm really hoping that I can get videos up on a frequent basis in December. My job has been insane. I've been working lots of hours, so I haven't been able to do a lot of scrapping time, which is unfortunate. So I haven't had a lot of videos up recently, but I'm hoping that with this December daily project, I will get a little bit more motivated and get some videos up a bit more frequently. So I apologize for the lack of videos recently, but like I said, my new job has been a little bit more crazy than I had expected. So this is just an 8x8 or a 6x8 album, and it has the 2 binders in it. The Simple Stories page protectors fit perfectly in here. And then what I'll do a lot of times is I'll use some of the page protectors here. I bought some refills, and then I will also modify some of the pockets by cutting them in half and fusing them and things like that. So I probably will be using my fuse tool throughout this project this year or this month. So you'll kind of see that as well. So actually, you know what? I think I will show you a little bit of what I'm going to be using, kind of a quick run through. So I have this little tray here that has several embellishments. Like I said, a lot of them are from the Ali Edwards kit, but I did find some of these awesome wood veneer pieces. When I went to Target, they were in like the Target dollar spot. So there are snowflakes, Christmas trees, and stars. They are a bit thick. I don't know if you can kind of see that. They are kind of thick, so I probably won't use a lot of them. There's a lot that came in the pack, but just to keep my album from being too bulky, I will try to keep it to a minimum. Here are some little stars, wood veneer stars, and little like sequin stars, confetti stars that came in the kit. The hearts and some of those circle wood veneers. Here are some other items that I got from the Target dollar spot. So like the Joy, Believe, Mary, and then some candy canes and wreaths. So that's kind of some of the things that I got in that Target dollar spot. And again, these are not quite as thick as the Christmas trees and the snowflakes and things, but they are still quite a bit of a hefty chipboard. So that is my one tray of goodies. Here is my other tray. Again, more things that came in the Ali Edwards kit, the little rubber embellishments or the wreaths, some of these diamond pieces, those came in the kit as well. Then I have these circles that came in the kit. There's I guess it's about a 2-inch and a 1-inch circle maybe. I'm really bad with measurements, but I think that's about what it is. And then these also came in the kit. They're like the cork numbers. And then that's all that came in the kit from my little collection here. I also got these are from Tim Holtz, I believe. So they're like little numbers, and they have little sayings on them. They have a hole so you can put them on as like a dangly thing. I got these from Michael's when they had their Christmas stuff like 60-something% off. I also got these brads. They all have numbers on them as well. I believe these are from Tim Holtz as well. And then these I had made. So I don't know, when I get in December daily, I like to do a lot of embossing and things like that. I probably don't emboss too much during the year, but December daily just seems like a good time to do a lot of embossing. Plus it is just so much fun. So what I did was I embossed a bunch of different snowflakes. I either punched them with a circle, I cut them out, or I put them on like vellum. So this is like a cardstock vellum. So it's a pretty thick weight vellum. I got that from Stampin' Up. So I did that. I made several embellishments there so I can kind of use them throughout. And I did something similar to that last year. I also got this die cut and stamp set from Michael's. I think it might be the Recollection brand. I'm not quite sure. So I stamped out a bunch of different phrases or words. So believe, Mary, cheer. And I stamped them either in a solid color like the red, or I stamped them with the Versamark ink, and I embossed them with gold and silver and different things like that. The only thing I didn't like about these die cuts is that when you stamp it and then you put the die cut down, or the the die, I should say, down, it's hard to line them up. So I'm wondering, just now this came to my mind, is maybe I should die cut first and then very lightly use a temporary adhesive to glue down a piece of paper and then stamp on top of it, because the stamps are clear. So I don't know, that might be an option too. But some of them I had to throw away because they were just way off. But like these, that's not too bad. The ones that were embossed and some of the ones that had like more holes where you could see through the die worked a little bit better. So those, I just made a bunch of them and put them in this as well so I could use them throughout the album. So that is those. And then I found these really cute Santa tags when I was at the Target Dollar Spot. So I thought I could use 1 or 2 of these on the layout. It's a little bit thick because of the pom-pom, but this might be good maybe on the front of the album or something like that, or maybe even the spine. So that's something else. Here is the cork board that came in the kit, but then I also got this piece. I can't remember if this one came in one of the Allie Edwards kits or the Target Dollar Spot. I think it's Allie Edwards because it's a thinner chipboard, but I have that. I also got this awesome glitter or sequins in the Target Dollar Spot. They're little stars. I thought these would be good for shaker pockets. And then I have several different stamp sets and then a bunch of other things from Allie Edwards. I have like all the different cards. So this is kind of what the cards look like. So I'm not going to take too much time. I'm sure you guys have seen the unboxing videos of the Allie Edwards kits. Let me see if I have anything else here. This is something else that did not come in the kit that I'm going to be using. I found the sticker book from Michael's. Again, it was like a really good sale, 40 or 60% off. And there's a bunch of different numbers and little letter stickers and things like that. And I thought some of the colors worked well. Plus, I thought it'd be fun to maybe use some of these in my planner. And I think that's kind of what they're made for mostly, is planner, but this was a good buy. I got this, I believe, from the Target Dollar Spot. It has the different letters. So if I can pull them up so you can see that they kind of come up there. So they're just red, and it's a pretty small sheet, but it's got some numbers on it in there. I also got this from the Target Dollar Spot. I have lots of numbers if you haven't noticed. I usually do my December daily up to the last day of the month, the 31st. So a lot of these only go to the 25th, but I do have some of the Tim Holtz, I think the Brads and such that went to the 31st. So that's good. Some other things that came from the Target Dollar Spot were these stickers. These are like puffy stickers. So they're like Christmas trees, and they're kind of like puffy, a little puffy, not too much, but they're real shiny, and these are fun. I have the same kind of style in these stars here. And then I also got a sticker sheet here that has a little bit of bling and sparkle on it. So that's kind of what I'll be using. And then I think last but not least of the supplies, for the most part, are these ginormous doilies. So I got these doilies. They might be kind of hard to see because of the glare. I got these doilies from the dollar store. So I think Dollar Tree possibly. And I thought that'd be fun. I'm not exactly sure if or how I'll be using them, but I thought maybe like on a 2-page spread where I just use like maybe this part and then it cuts. So like this is on one side of the page and this is on the other. I don't know. I just thought they were kind of fun, and they went with the color scheme of the kit. So I thought I would try them out. Plus they're $1, you know, and I could maybe use them for some Christmas gifts as well. So I got those. So I think that's pretty much it of the items that I'm going to be using this year. And like I said, I got the Jasmine Jones and was it Jasmine Jones? I'll have to find out. If it's not Jasmine Jones, I'll let you guys know. But I got the 2 kits, the main kit and the mini. And then I'm also going to be using a couple stamp sets. I forgot to show you those. So this is an old stamp set for Stampin' Up. This will make a good background. I have these 2 stamp sets that I got from Allie Edwards when she had on her when she was selling the December Daily. I think they're maybe still available. I'm not quite sure. Then I also have some other random Stampin' Up stamps that have different December or Christmas stuff on them. I have this one. I have this one, which I thought were kind of fun. I like the length of them. And then I have these, which are just cute. These make really good tags, actually. They're fun to color. So I made tags last year for Christmas. I have these that are little wreaths and things. I have the snowflake ones. This is what I did my embossing with, the snowflakes. And I think that's it. So that's kind of the stamps I'll be using. So what I think I'm going to try to do this year is I'm going to try and do most of it real-time voiceover, only because of my lack of time. I kind of did that last year and I think it worked pretty well. So I'll play it by ear, see if that works. Hopefully the videos aren't too long. And then for the times that they is a little bit longer, I'll try to do a voiceover. So just let me know in the comments below if you have any questions or comments about any of the products I showed you. And then what I think I'm going to do next is I'm going to start on my day 1. And we'll see if I'll do the voiceover or I'll speed it up. So thank you guys so much, and I'll be back in just a minute. Hi guys, I am back, and what I'm going to be doing for day one is I'm going to be using a 6x8 page protector, so it's the full-size page protector, and I got a really good idea off of the Ellie Edwards Facebook page for December Daily. I think it's the December Daily Facebook page. So if you haven't checked that out, make sure you go over to Facebook and check out that page. There's lots of great ideas. But I saw someone doing like a year in review, which was really, really cute. So I went online to try to find something that I could put in Photoshop to make for my own. So I came up with this. I can't remember the website or the person that I got this from, but I basically took that Photoshopped template and just kind of moved things around and made it work for me. So basically I put our name, the year in review, how many years we've been at the house, some notable things about us, how long we've been married, who our little furry babies are, those kinds of things. So I put some other things in here. So I thought it was pretty cute. And I really like this idea for day one because it kind of kicks off the whole album and it gets us started for the year and gives us kind of a recap of what happened in 2017. So I'm going to be putting that in this page here, and I'll probably end up backing it on some white cardstock because it is a bit smaller than the page protector. So that's one thing to keep in mind when you're using these Simple Stories page protectors. It's a 6x8 album, but the page protectors are a little bit larger than 6x8. So if you trim your paper down, then it will not be quite the right size. So you can either back it or you can keep it cut smaller or bigger, I'm sorry. So, and you'll see there's Post-it notes on here. There's some personal information that I didn't want to share with everyone. So you can see that I've covered up a couple of things that were more personal. So that is going to be day one. And I think what I want to do to jazz it up a bit is to add a little bit of stitching here and there. I think I'm going to use gold because I think that will actually show up a bit more. So I'm going to do that right now, and I will be right back with what it ends up looking like. I am back. I did some stitching across here, a little bit across these snowflakes. This one didn't turn out quite so great, but it's okay. I did a little stitching there and then on our fur baby. So just giving a little bit of extra something. I think I'm going to look here and maybe put some sequins on here as well, possibly some of these stars, because I feel like this needs to be beefed up just a little bit. So I think, let's see what this might look like. Now these are going to be all crazy staticky. I just know it. That's the only thing I don't like about sequins and stuff. It's just there's so much static. So I wonder if just putting a couple of these around the page would add just a little bit of something to it. You guys doing December Daily this year? Let me know in the comments below if you guys are. I'd love to see your projects and stuff. So if you have links to your blog or your Facebook page or even your YouTube videos, make sure you link them below for others to see, as well as I would love to see your what you've done and get some inspiration from you guys as well. That's probably what I like most about this project, is that there's so much inspiration that you can get from others. So anytime we can share that with each other is awesome. So definitely leave those that information in the link below or in the comments below so we can all see what you guys are doing. On. So this is what it looks like. And I think it turned out cute. It took me forever to do this whole thing here because I am not very good or know a lot about Photoshop. So it did take me quite a bit of time to get it done, but I really like how it turned out, and I think it's a good start to the album. And like I said, the colors work really, really well. So that is going to be the first page of the page protector. And then on the back side, I got this printable. Let me pull it over here. This printable from online, and I can't remember person I got it from. I'll try to remember to link it below, but I think I found it just by searching December Daily printable calendars or something like that. But I love the little bus here with the Christmas tree on it, so I thought it'd be perfect. And what I did last year was very similar. I took the calendar and then I just kind of wrote in some highlighted events that happened during the month of December, and I do highlight them also on my each page. But I thought it'd be fun to actually do a little bit of just like a summary on a calendar like this. So I think for this one, I do want to add a little bit more to it as well because it's a little bit bland, I think, just sitting here. So I want to maybe take some of my die cut pieces and figure out if I can kind of fit them in here maybe. And I thought maybe silver would be fun. They might kind of squeeze in here nicely, so, and look like they're meant to fit. So I feel like I need one more thing here. To just put this on here. I'm using my Versamark ink to stamp it, and then I'm going to use this tinsel embossing powder. It is from Recollections. So I think that will work, and it matches. This is the same embossing powder I used for the little die cuts. So I'm going to try this out. I'm going to use my powder tool though, because everything is so staticky here. My house is so dry that everything seems to be sticking to everything. So this powder tool just helps with the static on your papers and things like that. So when you're doing embossing and such, the embossing powder doesn't stick where you don't want it. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the top here, and then hopefully that will help make a nice sharp image. So I'm just going to ink this up. And these are kind of tiny, so I'm not exactly sure how well they're going to end up coming out on the page, but we will see. And then I'll put some up here, I think. See if I can squeeze it in. Right there. So let's see what that ends up turning out looking like. What I was saying is the only thing bad about this embossing powder is it's so glittery and it gets like everywhere. So let's see if we can try to make not too much of a mess. That actually might have turned out pretty good. Let's see. Let me get my heat tool. Now it's not extremely easy to tell that it's stars. I mean, so snowflakes, but I think it's going to work. So let me get this out to the side. And let's put our words here again and see. Yeah, I think that added just a little bit of what I was looking for, not too much. So let me glue these little guys down. I have my fine liner bottle. So if you guys haven't used this before, this is a great tool to get those little bitty tiny pieces. You can also use a Xyron for this to add sticky back to the whole thing, but this is something I have just sitting here and easy to get to. So I'm just going to use this. So that's that. I wonder if I could add a few sequins too. I think that would kind of add a little bit of extra something. So my cardstock warped a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, you know what? I feel like I need some things up here too. So let me go look in my stash and see if I can find some sequins. Right. Actually, I forgot. I had some of the Allie Edwards ones. I wanted to see if they might work. They're a little large. I wish they were the size of the gold ones. I think the silver ones are all big. I wonder, maybe. I don't know if I like the matte of them. I don't know. Let me see what I have in my sequin stash. Ooh, I found some silver stars. Forgot that I had these. This might be perfect. That might be exactly what I'm looking for. Let's take these off. Yeah, I think this is exactly what I'm looking for. Perfect. So I'm just going to sprinkle these around the page, kind of like I did earlier with the gold ones. And I think it goes well with the stars that are already on the page. So I think that's a good addition. I think, yep. So that's what it ended up turning out. I really like how this looks. I'm wondering if I want to put some stitching on it as well. I don't know. I really like how it looks. I don't know if I need any stitching. Yeah. Unless I do stitching around the edge. That might be kind of fun. I have some silver thread. Let me put some stitching around the edge and I'll be back and I'll show you how that dried. I'm glad I did that because I really like how that turned out. It really just framed out the calendar nicely. So I think I am done. So like I said, here are my 2 pages. I know I'm going to be mixing gold and silver throughout the album. I did that last year, and in the past I didn't do that because I was worried about, you know, mixing the 2 different metallic colors, but I really like how it turned out. So I kind of keep the gold on the gold side and the silver on the silver, but I just really enjoy using both of them. And I actually even have a copper color thread that I may use as well. So I don't see any problem, you know, mixing your metallic colors together, even on the same page. So that's kind of what I think I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna end up slipping this in to this 8.5 or 8x8 page protector, or sorry, 6x8 page protector. And let's see. I was thinking about possibly backing it again so it fit in the page protector, but since I have both pages the same, cut the same way, I don't know if I necessarily need to. So let me see if I can tuck this in here and see how that looks. Yeah, I think I really like how that looked. It looks like some of my stars popped up, so I'll put those back here in a second. But yeah, I think that's turning out good for my first page. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up just to know, let me know that you enjoy the videos and you like what I'm doing. And I guess I will talk to you guys again next time.